driver update from here at Bristol. Earnhardt currently second, Gibbs third, Jones sixth, Smith is 12th.
Everybody's up there because they didn't take tires.
Currently, as we get ready for the restart. Earnhardt will be on the inside. Morning.
And they reminded Sheldon Creed, remember Martinsville earlier in the year, we put you in the same exact spot in stage 2, and remember how hard it was for folks to pass you? Just keep that in mind. You talked about how aggressive Sheldon Creed will play this race. Well, let's see how aggressively he blocks to keep it up front.
This works because all of these guys have stayed out. They can run all the way to the end of this stage on fuel, so that's the strategy call. Now, whether they have car enough and tire enough to make it work, we'll see.
Well, you mentioned that we saw some fast laps happening. 30s work, back into the gas quickly. Tagging up to the inside, but it's Sheldon Creed who's out front. High is the 7 of Justin Allgaier. He's going to try to take second away from Gibbs.
It's going to have to happen down here in the corner before Gibbs starts making that bottom work. There's the momentum off the turn 4 to clear the 7 into second place. Now he's going to try to top again. That's going to open the door for the 54 to get back underneath him if he's not careful. Justin continuing to fight for that top. I just don't know if that's really going to pay off for him, but he's not going to give up. Now he's back to the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to close in on the back of this 2. Get him up off the bottom.
This 2 has a little bit over tire, but I don't know that he has the pace if they have the same tire.
There we go. That's the move right there. Get underneath him now, down into 1. Sheldon can be on the defense, though. He can race hard here on the outside, make this nearly impossible for Justin to pull off. Right there, you see it. Advantage to the 2 car off corner exit.
You almost just want to break even in the entry, give up a little bit in the center, but then on corner exit, make it back up.
Sheldon Webb trying to set us loose into the corner. Sheldon right on his door.
Real tight on you.
Real tight, exactly. That's how you gotta run it. It puts you, even if you're Sheldon, really crowding the guy, puts you in a bad position, but really it doesn't allow him on the bottom to do much. If you trust Justin that he won't slide up into you and take you out, you're gonna crowd him all you can.
And while Creed is leading,
Henrik
and Castle on opposite sides of the line.
More contact.
See, now Allgaier's got to the point where he's like, if he gets hard up on him, he's going to drive it deep in the corner. Just got to overdrive the corner a little bit, but just didn't have enough ground on him to do it. Sheldon Creed doing a great job up there. Again, contact.
Slight contact.
Allgaier's trying to avoid an incident. Creed has nothing to lose, and there it is. Creed picks him off big time, fighting for that spot.
I'll tell you right now, the attaboy goes to the 54 car of Ty Gibbs for giving Allgaier enough time to save that, for even seeing what was happening, and allowing Allgaier to gather his car back up. He gave him a little break right there, getting in the corner.
Wow, he gave him Allgaier moved down in front of him.
Little shove there from Sam Mayer in the 1.
And then Ty gave him a shot.
So what's happened here is Allgaier's used his car up, running on the bottom of that 2. You can see him get looser and looser into 3. He's just trying to get a little relief here. Get away from that 54 if he can, just so he can get a little relief, see if he can find a pace for his car. He's really out of the racetrack. The back's moving around a little bit. He can't throttle up.
Guys, I think the second lane is getting better because A.J. Allmendinger is up there on the offensive, right? He can get moved up there by the 9, now maybe not the third lane, but the second lane, you can definitely hold on. We saw the 2 do it, and the 16 was able to until he overdrove the entry.
That outside will get better all night. Let's go back and watch this battle right here. Allgaier and Creed. Creed with nothing to lose, has to win this race to make it to the playoffs. Pinching Allgaier off, and then on corner exit. Just turns left. Gets into the left front of Allgaier, almost spins him out. Gibbs behind him did a nice job of checking up. And now they're trying to run him back down. Marty.
And Jeff, on that replay, look how much Ty Gibbs slowed down there. And to that point, Anita Hunt came on the radio as Landon Castle comes to pit road with 6 in stage 2, Tim.
That's right, Landon Castle, right front flat, detrimental to what they needed here tonight. They were aiming to give themselves some good points, get some stage points, even running in the top 10. So now what you want he will easily, likely, go possibly a lap down here under green.
Probably 2 laps down. We'll have to check on that right front. It looks like it has rear end, but it might be soft. Let's see if there's another issue with this car or if that right front tire is really low on air.
And you see the playoff bubble right there now.
Oh, there's another issue. I see smoke out of the right front, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
looks like it's a hub. Look at the brakes are on fire. This car has a wheel bearing issue or a brake issue. There's some corner on the right front.
Catch on
If
fire.
you get another shot, look at it, it's on fire. The breaker. That tells me the right front hub is burned up, it's come loose, and it's just holding that brake rotor against the pads because he's not on the brake pedal. This.
You got damage in the rear too.
You're absolutely right. So now,
Look at the
Sheldon
rear end.
Creed has breath all of a sudden. Now the car that was in front of him on points, the 10, has an issue. Can Ryan Sieg perhaps take advantage, or Sheldon Creed? Can either of those two take advantage of Landon Castle's misfortune?
Castle got 2 points in stage 1. Sieg got 1 point in stage 1. Now Allgaier's caught Creed.
If Creed loses the lead, right real quickly here, it'll be interesting to watch that bubble and see what happens for Sieg.
Sieg would move ahead, I would say, of Landon Castle. You see the points right now. He's 2 less than what Castle has.
You wonder what Allgaier's going to do with Creed right here. Creed was exceptionally aggressive. Wonder what the patience Justin's going to have. Probably not as much as he did earlier.
So this battle continues for the lead up front. Sheldon Creed has it. Justin Allgaier now moves to the inside. Creed way up the racetrack that last time.
And what a hard pass to make. And then there's a bunch of lap cars right here in front of them.
It's gonna be interesting. I would, Paul.
Now we're in the lap
It's
cars.
gonna be interesting.
Getting out of the way up the racetrack all night long for the guys running the bottom. Here we go. It's an opportunity.
Nice.
See, lap guys now don't know where to go because they don't know that the leaders are now running up the racetrack. Everybody's been pinned on the bottom. So the lappers were moving to different areas to be able to allow those leaders through. So now we'll see where they go.
In a different playoff picture, the 10 behind the wall out of the race, and the 10 will be outside of the top 12. Allgaier riding along with the Xfinity on board. They're working around lap traffic. You saw there the 2 of Creed got loose.
Yeah. Sliding back into the turn 1. It's so common here. Really frustrating, hard to fix.
But look how the track's changing. Creed isn't even trying to run the bottom. He's entering high. He's running high in the middle. Wouldn't even thought about doing this in practice during the day.
Still 51 to go in stage 2. And the fight is on at the front. Creed and Allgaier. Gibbs in 3rd. Noah Gregson 4th.
They're all right there.
And the top 5 are pretty much right there, bumper to bumper.
Sam Mayer in the 1 right there as well, as you mentioned. Jones gets by the lap car here.
Brandon Jones driving up into this battle as well now that it's got that winning net fastened up.
7 looked to the inside of Creed, couldn't get the nose to the inside of that quarter panel. Now he can make this pass. Allgaier, you talk about being a veteran and patient, 36 years old, going up against the 24-year-old and Sheldon Creed.
Oh, Sheldon got loose right there. Got loose on the injury.
Now look at the playoff bubble.
The points now. Creed +7, Ryan Sieg -7. Right there at the line. With Castle out of the race, Ryan Sieg now is going to have to fight for every position.
Well, Castle being out of the
Hard into the wall as well as the 54
It's
Ty
over.
Gibbs.
That started from behind
It's
Gibbs.
over for Creed.
Wow, what a terrible break right here.
Ty Gibbs' car just went up the racetrack into the door of the 2.
Not sure that was a contact.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go for Creed right now. The window net comes down.
There you have it. Got hit in the back, no control.
It looked like some contact.
And look at how quickly things change. We saw Creed was in the playoffs. He was in the top 12. Take a look what happened.
Yeah, Noah Gregson throttles up, contact right there, gets Gibbs around. Gibbs goes up the racetrack, takes out Creed.
Right there, I would have just hit the brake cars locked
So Noah
up.
just throttles up right there.
Pops him right in the left rear quarter panel.
Well, then again, you
Those
don't
two
really
had
have
some
nowhere to go at that point.
history for sure.
I thought it had calmed down a little bit after what had transpired over the summer, but that is not going to calm it down. That takes out a playoff opportunity for Sheldon Creed and almost seals the regular season championship for the 16, because now the 54 is never going to catch him. It was a long shot regardless. It was going to take a lot for the 54 to get there.
Yeah, it was 38 points was the difference for that regular season championship. But boy, right there.
Well, now the 54 could get beat by the 7, so he could lose a spot in the regular season and all those playoff points, but you see the dejection.
Yeah.
Sheldon Creed, I mean, listen, he's put some show on. Darlington, it was a show. Tonight, he was giving it all for sure.
They have our safety crew immediately down there to see him.
What an emotional roller coaster. Hey man, you're leading this race, doing what you need to do. Castle's out, you were still good, and then you get wrecked. Not of your own doing.
What a frustrating night it has to be for Sheldon Creed. Was leading, was considered in. Then the problem for Landon Castle made the opportunity even more possible. And now 35 points below the cut line and out of the race.
Yeah, and that puts Ryan Sieg currently in by +4, running in the 12th position. So this is going to comes down to where this car can run on the racetrack. Their chance of the playoffs is going to be determined by how they run for the rest of this race.
This caution ends the possibility of Creed making the playoffs.
Ty Gibbs out of his car now.
Tonight's race
It's all it
recap
takes is
is
a blink
built
of an
by
eye, you know.
Tool and
In this
Equipment.
score, all it takes is a blink of an eye. And your year can be done just like that, no matter how good you are.
First down, 98,
All it takes is that.
out.
Sanchez will help get into turn 3 there. Spun out. Brandon Brown gets loose off turn 2. Gets the inside wall hard.
This is the big news of the night. Initially the big news of the night. A hub issue.
Might come back.
For Landon Castle puts him in a tough spot. Trying to make the playoffs, and then things got more complicated.
Yeah, and Bill Grassi gets in the back of the 54. 54 gets loose and make contact into the 2. Sheldon Creed into 54 both. Heavy damage after contact with the wall. Sheldon Creed's car gets carried behind the wall here.
Steve, just to be clear, Landon Castle and the 10, they were on the DV.
Absolutely can repair this
Remember,
car
he's
back
not
on
done.
the racetrack. And why that matters is because the cars that have wrecked are points that are available for the 10, right? But if
Problems on the bottom of your screen, and also that Sheldon Creed is out of the race. Here's what else they said on the radio. Listen.
You see what we're going to do here. We just got to survive. We just need to run our deal, man. We got to run our deal. Yep, no, do what we do. We'll be good. Whatever comes out, we'll be good.
And Cowboy Starlin, the veteran crew chief who's retiring.
Maybe build some new cars and try, I don't know, but definitely some speed to find.
Sheldon Creed, truck champion, Xfinity Series rookie, will not make the playoffs this season, Rick.
Yeah, and that bubble is getting to be very close now. Sieg only 3 points in front of Landon Castle. Again, Castle's behind the wall right now. Sieg is hoping for every point and any point that he can get. He was passed by the 8 of Josh Berry. That took a spot away and a point.
Let's go on the stage.
I'll try to hit up.
You weren't going to get by those 2 guys and make a run to the 7. Just
yeah, I agree.
And then, fast race car driver, great kid. He'll figure it out. But man, you're going to see these things happen with these guys. It's what this series is about. It's what happens in the truck series as well.
Sam's 19 years old. He's learning.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have to kind of remind ourselves sometimes how young these guys are. Because we expect so much out of them, man. We expect them to grow up so fast.
This series is about learning. And when you make a mistake, you do it in front of a lot of people. A lot of people are watching you. A lot of people say bad things about you. Say, America's extremely talented. And you're right, that's the things he's got to fix. He's got to be able to take a step back and say, okay, there's 3 more to go in the stage. I wasn't going to catch Algar. Get myself a finish here, and then go fight again. Those are mistakes you have to make. You have to go through them. Dave.
Catching up with another young driver, that is Ty Gibbs, who had a very fast race car here. How disappointed are you to be out of this race?
Yeah, very disappointed. I feel like we did a very fast monster toward a GR Supra. I was very excited for the rest of the race. Thank you to Mitch coming to the interstate batteries. If it was God's plan for us to win, but I feel like the guys made a really great, progress over the last year from this car from we had last year. I feel like we were a little off last race here last year in September, and we came back and I feel like one of the fastest. So very thankful for them.
All right, Ty Gibbs done. He is solidly in the playoffs, though, with his multiple wins this season.
So disappointing end to the regular season for Ty Gibbs, but as quickly as it's a bad ending for it will lock up the regular season championship for A.J. Allmendinger. He has done it. That's an extra 15 playoff points that he will carry into the start of the playoffs next week. So the 2022 Xfinity Series regular season champion, A.J. Allmendinger.
We talk about all the young drivers in this series and how they learn. A.J. Allmendinger, 40 years old, done a ton of racing, a ton of experience. He's won at the Cup level.
Another veteran's going to wind up winning this thing.
Won an IndyCar. The guy is a winner, and he's 40 years old and has that experience, and that is a major advantage.
I was just thinking, we were talking Sam Mayer being 19. Of all the bad decisions made at 19, spinning one out in Bristol, it's not that bad of a business compared to what most 19-year-olds are doing.
We see the green and white checkered flag being waved. That ends stage 2. And it is Allgaier who gets the win. It has been an eventful